Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, Cooking Homemade with Jill. It's quick and dirty today because I am making some, oh golly, butter toffee popcorn. I have the best recipe that it's so addictive. It's kind of not good for you, but it's so good. I usually make it for gifts, but tomorrow is game night and this is what I'm bringing. So let me go ahead and quickly show you. Hold on a quick second. Does anything ever not go off without a hitch? So over here, I've already popped 2 packages of Orville, well, whatever kind of popcorn you want. It says 3 quarts. So I use 2, bags and some peanuts on top if you want peanut toffee, butter toffee. And my roasting pan has been buttered, right? Because we're going to have to be baking this for a while. Now over here in my saucepan, I have boiling away here 10 tablespoons of butter, a 1.5 cups of brown sugar. You can use dark brown sugar if you want. And let's see what else. A teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 cup of corn syrup. And in my dishes here, there's a teaspoon and a half of vanilla and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, which will come in to play in a bit. I'm sure you've gotten a recipe like this. It's just the best. And so when it gets to this stage, so the butter has melted and the sugar has melted also, and it's just kind of cooking. Once it gets to a rolling boil, kind of like this, you want to let it boil for about 3 minutes, and then we will add the vanilla and the baking soda. So, and then pour it on the thing. So this could not be easier or quicker to make. The only thing that it requires is oven time. So once we get this all incorporated, it's going to have to go into the oven for like an hour and a half. And you're going to have to take it out every half hour and stir it. Because, this caramel, this toffee, will tend to want to sink, to the bottom of the baking pan. So you want to kind of keep it stirred up and tossed around so that the popcorn gets fully coated, or as coated as you can get it, reasonably speaking. So, yeah, I've been making this for several years, and people rave about it. And as I said, it could not be easier to do. It could not be easier to do. Yummy, yum. I mean, it looks good just like that, right? All right. So, I think we're about ready here. A couple more seconds of cooking, and off we go. And we'll be done. Maybe we can do this in one, 5-10 minute. Well, no, I'll have to show you what the end product looks like because, it's pretty good stuff. All right. So, all right, here goes my timer. I'm going to turn the heat off and dump in, this will sizzle, dump in the vanilla, and then the baking powder. And the baking powder will, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but it will, now this is basically off the heat, so you don't want it, on the heat. So you want to stir that around and get all the baking soda incorporated, and it changes the color. See how it's changing the color? It's turning a little lighter and a little, more opaque. And that's a good thing. That's what you want. So, all right, over here, and my handle is generally hot, so, and I'm sorry, I'm a lefty. So you just pour over the top of the popcorn and the peanuts. Try not to burn yourself because this stuff is like lava. And we'll get rid of that. And now you want to just kind of toss this, mix it up as well as you can. Hence the big roasting pan. You know, use anything any smaller than this and you're gonna have popcorn and caramel all over the place, which sometimes happens to me anyway. And now look, when you're first doing this, you're not gonna, unless you're obsessive. Oh, oops, had somebody jump out already. Get back in there. You're not gonna get it all of the kernels coated the first go around, so don't worry about that. You just wanna make sure there isn't any pooling on the bottom of the pan. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me actually. I'm gonna spread it out, get it even in the pan, get extra stuff off my trusty spatula, and we're gonna pop this puppy into the oven. Now the oven is at 250 degrees, and this will go in here for a half hour. And then I'll take it out and stir it. I'll put it in for another half hour, take it out and stir it, and put it in for another half hour, and then it will be done. All right, and we will be back after it's done. I mean, do you really want to see me stir stuff? So hang on, we'll see what it looks like at the end. Okay, I'm back, and the butter toffee popcorn, I've just taken it out of the oven, and here is what it looks like. It's just yummy stuff. I'm gonna give it one final stir, and you know, the minute you take this out of the oven, it does kind of start seizing up on you. So what I do is I just kind of leave it in the pan to cool, and then it gets kind of, you know, just crunchy, and it'll kind of clump up in clusters. And once it's cooled, you can go ahead and break it apart, and it needs to be in an airtight container to store if people don't just eat it immediately right off out of the pan, because it is that good. It's really amazing stuff. And it's so it doesn't, you can, if you keep it in like a baggie, you know, something that's really kind of airtight like that, it'll keep for a few days. If you leave it out in the air, it's going to get soggy. It's going to be gross. So you need to keep it in a closed airtight container of some kind. But it doesn't generally last very long. So I hope you try this. It's just super delicious and kind of addictive. So thank you for joining me again. Please like and follow and tell your friends. And I will see you next time on Cooking Homemade with Jill. Take care.